Hey, how you doing? Kinesiology 230, exercise science. Now this video is specific to the modules section, and you'll find this video here. Right now I have linked to module video overview here. That will be gone and this video will be there in its place. So I'm shooting this video to give you like an overview of like how I organize the course. Now I mentioned in the syllabi video when we got down to the schedule of the course, you have 4 different modules. It's set up in kind of a Roy G. Biv format where it's red, orange, yellow, green. When you look at the layout of the course in the modules, you have the red module at spring break. You got module 2, which is orange, module 3, which is yellow, excuse me, module 4, which is green. That's your Roy G. So let's go ahead and open up module 1. I try to provide an overview, and you'll note that, like this, the overview itself is not here for 2 or 3 or 4. It's because I'm writing the course content as I'm going through the course. So at this point, I don't have course content per se laid out for week 3 and week 4. Excuse me. But this will be your basic overview of what we're trying to focus on and what we're focusing on for the course. If we open this up, you'll find within module 1, you'll have 2 main folders, one of which is week 1, which is March 10th through the 16th. And then week 2 is March 17th through 23rd. Although by the time you're watching this video, you'll note that you'll have access to this before March 10th. I just opened it up early because I'm in here working today. To that end, you'll have 2 main sections. I try to always provide an overview, and then I have the chapters that we'll be reviewing, and then the assignments that you'll have to complete for the course. We have post and response, written assignment, and quiz 1. And when we go ahead and open up week 1, March 10th through March 16th, you'll have these folders, materials, and then assignments. So I try to break these out so it doesn't become like just a content dump of information coming at you. So you'll see in this first folder you have materials, and the materials, these are the slides, book slides here are the slides provided by the authors as they are written. I didn't make any annotations, didn't make any changes to them. I just took the slides right from the book that are provided by Human Kinetics and put them right here so you can review them and look through them at your leisure. They do have the ability to provide other information than I might provide. And then in here, like I use these other presentations, I try to have like for the sarcomere. When you go into these, you'll have the actual PowerPoint presentation, and then you'll have the video presentation for each one of these. So I try to shoot a little video for each one of them, so you have a little bit like a lecture feel to this. For the first chapter, it's pretty beefy. I'm not going to lie to you. You have a bunch of information coming at you and a lot of like technical nuanced stuff that you have to be able to kind of process and understand to be able to understand everything else going forward. So I'm sorry there are 9 of them, but you're going to have 9 of them. If we go ahead and go back one here, we go into assignments. These assignments are already loaded up. I just need to finish loading in the content. So like you have your first quiz regarding these 3 chapters, and then you have a post and response. And with the post and response, you're going to have to read through it. You're going to have to do your post and response. It's going to be 150 words, and you have to use APA style. So make sure you use APA in the text and also in the response, and then make sure you put a reference at the end. So I provide like an example here. Excuse me. We're choosing a topic from 1, 4, or 5. So I picked delayed onset muscle soreness. You can feel free to go ahead and do what you want. But what you're trying to do is connect the dots, really, is what I'm after here. So we're going to talk about delayed onset muscle soreness. And within delayed onset muscle soreness, blah, 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 blah. Well, you have this reference from Cheung, Hume, and Maxwell in 2003. That's down here. So notice how that's written out. You get to here where it's Cheung et al., where that's now the abbreviated version of this. When it comes down to, excuse me, Connolly, Sayers, and McHugh, that's it right here. So you'll notice when you do this, you want to have proper APA style. Where I'm going with this is you need to have it in your actual post, in your posts, and then you also have to have the reference down here. If you don't, it would be considered plagiarism, and you can have a 0 out of 0 on that, but we'll end up grading our way through the learning curve on this so you can learn how to do citations in APA style correctly. So let's bring us down a little bit further. So in the writing assignment, now what I'm looking for you to do is in chapter 1, you're going to have a topic. Chapter 4, you're going to pick a topic. In chapter 5, and you're trying to perhaps connect the dots between all 3 chapters. It's going to be a 1-pager. You're going to have to do a little writing. And within this, here's an example of like what I came up with. I only did the first paragraph. I didn't do all 3. So I only did basically chapter 1 paragraph. And so in this chapter 1, the muscular, nervous, and skeletal systems work together to produce movement through coordinated interactions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Process known as sliding filament theory contains muscle contractions at a microscopic level, NSCA 2022. This would be different if it was Johnson who wrote the entire NSCA of Fundamentals of Personal Training, or I'm sorry, Essentials of Personal Training. I got to fix that. Essentials of Personal Training. But it's the 2 individuals are editors, so you have different people in the book who author different chapters. So you can go NSCA, 2022, and that'll match down here. So you're going to have a little work. There's no doubt about it. But my goal with this is to have you guys be able to connect the dots between chapter 1, 4, and 5. All right. With that, guys, I'm going to break out of here and move on to my next presentation. Thanks.